An Arisen, by all appearances.
An Arisen? Another pretender, you mean? I see the Sovereign's ascension has done little to stop such charlatans from plying their trade.
Tis uncertain. This one commands the loyalty of the pawns.
What? Impossible. You know as well as I do that there can be but one Arisen, and he's up in the palace.
I'm well aware of how preposterous the idea is, thank you. However, as I do not believe it my place to rule on such a matter, I will make my report to the capital. If the claim is false, we will be rewarded handsomely for our trouble. If the claim is true, however, who can say? All's been arranged. Come, let us pass through the gate.
Such worn-out gear.
An ox cart was meant to meet us, yet 'tis nowhere in sight. Aught may have befallen it. Best we press on.
These soldiers lack discipline.
I'll go and open the chest.
We are none of us alike in vocation.
One should think we'll be able to counter whatever comes our way.
Let us utilize our individual strengths wherever possible.
Is everyone all right? More marks of the dragon's fury. Its rampage must have weakened the earth here.
You're like to grow overburdened if you keep picking up every little trinket you find.
Do not test me.
This is just the sort of place that begs exploring.
Receiving your prepared invites an early grave.
By your leave.
Bats arisen.
Pay them no mind. This is generally used as a material.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
If I might be so bold as to speak my mind, different masked times must be tedious if you've resorted to challenging beasts to bouts.
Do be mindful of your surroundings.
Right, slow your feet! You run too fast for the likes of me!
Let us endeavour to keep up, though we are less fleet of foot.
Can't wait to find out what's inside. Some among their ranks employ ranged attacks, and I recommend we make felling them our top priority.
By your leave.
We've earned ourselves a pat on the back.
Overconfidence is an enemy in and of itself. Let us instead strive to better ourselves with every battle.
Huzzah! What a team we make, Arisen!
I dare say the cart shan't be traversing this. Onward! It might await us on the road ahead.
Look, Master, a treasure chest. We shall have to find a way to reach it.
What's up there? I can't make much out from here, but I've a feeling 'twill be worth the climb.
Here you are, Master. I hope you like it. I found it myself. That is what you wish, Arisen. I'll go on ahead.
You in need of healing, Arisen?
We must focus on finding victory, whatever our discomfort.
Understood. Let me get that.
What's this? We're trapped. Whoa! Cyclops! To think we'd encounter one here, of all places.
Cyclops! Craig, be on your guard!
Mayhap the force of this torrent employed for our own use.
When better to use this but in the midst of battle?
Seem I misjudged you. I had taken you for another false Arisen. Goodness knows we see a lot of them. Yet the value you showed in coming to our aid has dispelled such thoughts. Here, give it to one of the sentinels stationed at the gates to the capital, and you'll be granted an audience. You're free to make your own way to the capital now. I see no need to keep you under constant watch, and I'm sure you'll breathe a little easier as well, aye? Of course, if you'd rather continue to accompany us, you are still welcome to join us on the ox cart. 'Tis... Well now! The road's blocked. The cart can't get through. A powerful current ought to set this rock to crumbling. We could summon one. Ah, here's the cart now. Do you intend to join us? Very well. Board the ox cart and we'll be off.
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
I see a ladder yonder, but we can't reach it from here. We'll have to get up there and drop it down.
I'd wager there's aught to be found here.
We ought to take a closer look.
I've got a good feeling about this one.
We're setting out.
No?
Goblins! What rotten luck! We've need of your aid again, sir. Have courage! Goblins approach!
Have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
Foremost priority is to douse those flames.
I'll grab hold of the enemy so that you might strike true!
Splendid.
That's it!
Call on me if there's aught I can aid you with. Boots laced, belt strapped.
Seems we drove them off. You've my thanks for aiding us. Vernworth isn't far from here. Will you join us the rest of the way? All right. Into the ox cart.
I was informed of your coming, would-be Arisen.
Captain Brandt, this individual summoned a pawn through a rift stone. Several witnesses can attest, though I admit I had my doubts at first. It would seem this is no...
This one's not a bad sort. Saved our hides on the way here.
As decreed by the great will of our world, there can only be one. That Arisen now resides within the palace. Indeed, he is our sovereign and the rightful ruler. It follows, therefore, that this ruffian before us is naught but a pretender. You must submit to questioning. If you value your life, I shall conduct the interrogation myself. Stand what? I beg your forgiveness for my insolence, Your Majesty. If the Queen Regent had learned of your existence, I fear your life would have been in peril. I had no choice but to treat you as a pretender, lest my actions draw suspicion from watchful eyes. Then you have truly lost your memory? In that case, mayhap I ought to explain the situation before we proceed. You, and no other, are the Sovereign. The only legitimate ruler of this kingdom. Some days past, you confronted the dragon in the village of Melv, whereupon you became Arisen. The people rejoiced, for our true liege had finally appeared, and in Ramon's long years of council rule. Yet, not all celebrated your coming. Your arrival would have robbed the Queen Regent Disa of everything. During the time of the previous council, she acted as a queen in her own right, ruling the palace as she saw fit. And just after the consul's passing, when 'twas all but certain that her son would take his father's place, word reached the castle that the Arisen had been found. To Disa, your Majesty's very existence is naught but an obstacle to her own family's continued prosperity. The assassination of the Arisen is an impossible feat for mortal hands. Thus, Disa chose to abduct your Majesty while you recovered from your wounds, in order to rob you of your memory with a fell curse and sell you to Batal as a slave. Following that, she prepared a replacement to serve as the Sovereign in your stead, a mere puppet. However, with your Majesty returned, I have no intention of twiddling my thumbs as Disa plays her games. I shall devise some plans to further our cause. Pray, visit me a night in the tavern that we might discuss them. This one's cleared of all suspicion and has my permission to remain in the capital. You are to trouble the good sir no further. Are we clear? Greetings. Little did I expect to find you here. Do not forget that we work to serve the citizenry.
Pray forgive me, I'm in a bit of a hurry.
Consign it! Get back here! You there! Did you see an urchin in a cap run past just now? Can you tell me which way he went? Many thanks. I'll catch that wretch yet.
You're a kind one, aren't you? 'Twould seem I am in your debt. In fact, there's aught I would ask of you if you've the time to spare.
Aha! There you are!
Oh, apologies, but our chat will have to wait. Till next we meet. Farewell.
How horrible.
Sir Beren seeks a motivated soldier to inspire the other recruits. Do we not know of such a person? Follow me, Master, if you would. I'll bring you to the one you seek.
You have our gratitude. Lead the way.
What's to do?
These writings could be of import.
Let's have a look then.
This looks as good a place as any. What to do?
Well met, sir. Well met. You are You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the foremost hospitality in all Vernworth. Much obliged. Well met, sir. Curse this frail flesh and its feeble trembling.
Could you come over here? Here at last.
Say, You've got a decent arm on you. No need to be humble. Just the other day, I watched you fell a massive monster with my own 2 eyes. Pray, sir, teach me to fight like you do. I'm after an instructor, see, but the ones in this city are cravens all. The sort that decided to teach to avoid the battlefield. If I'm to grow stronger, I need to learn from someone who's seen actual battle. A real warrior, such as yourself. Won't you give me a chance? And this Baron fellow. I suppose you wouldn't recommend him if he wasn't. And after all, I've seen your prowess. Many thanks, sir. Methinks I'll seek out this Baron and see what he can teach me.
Weapons are simple enough to procure if we've the coin, but we might be lucky enough to find some in treasure chests.
Greetings. Welcome to the Guild Hall. Here we conduct all manner of procedures pertaining to vocations. If there is aught I may assist you with, simply say the word. Do come again.
At your leisure. Well met. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the foremost hospitality in all Vernwood. You know where to find me. The solution eludes me, but I certainly...
Now this is a conundrum.
Peruse at your leisure.
I find any turncoats. I've got this.
A treasure chest! Oh, I can hardly wait to open it!
Let us hope your curiosity will be rewarded.
What a racket. Well met, sir.
Nothing wrong with Belgium,
Nothing's harder than living in honest.
Well met. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the foremost hospitality. In all Vernworth. Much obliged.
Take this. It is something I found. I wanted you to have it.
It's the same. Just how I like it.
Well met. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the foremost. hospitality in all Vernworth.
Much obliged.
Let's take it easy today.
Well met.
I've heard some interesting tidings about town.
Regarding the Vermundian military, yes?
Indeed. Tell us there's been a shift in the chain of command.
Go on, have a look. Interested in my wares? Many thanks.
That'll be the day. Seems my feet.
Greetings. Here we conduct all manner of procedures pertaining to vocations. If there is aught I may assist you with, simply say the word.
Do come again.
Seems my feet always lead me here. Well met, sir. I'll be done for today. Gotta be somewhere. Well met, sir. Well met, sir. Ain't no sense thinking too far ahead anyhow.
Interested in my wares? Uh-huh. There's something written here.
Let's have a look then.
Well met, son. How might I be of service?
Pray, slow your feet! You run too fast for the likes...
I've all manner of arms for sale. Come, have yourself a look.
Peruse at your leisure.
A treasure chest. Shall we see if we can't make our way over to it?
You'll not get away with this. Scholarly. If you've naught to say, commerce is the domain of clever.
A tad rowdy.
I better get to work.
Well met, sir.
Weapons are simple enough to procure if we've the coin, but we...
Good evening, sir. I trust you fared all right on the roads, despite the hour. Much obliged.
This really is fine craftsmanship.
I've all manner of arms for sale. Come. Have yourself a look.
Peruse at your leisure. I'm just great. Good evening, sir. I trust you fared all right on the road? Despite the hour, you know where to find me. This is outrageous.
Well met, son. How am I... be of service.
Good evening, sir. I trust you fared all right on the roads? Despite the hour, you know where to find me. Good evening, sir. I trust you fared all right on... on the roads, despite the hour. Much obliged.
By your command, Arisen.
Fancy a look at my wares?
This really is fine craftsmanship.
I've all manner of arms for sale. Come, have yourself a look.
It takes two to make a sale, and this seller had nothing to tempt us with. Our funds are better spent elsewhere.
I've all manner of arms for sale. Come, have yourself a look.
Could you come over here?
Well met, sir. Forgive my presumption, but were you the one who gave my granddaughter that medicine in Melve? I thought so. She's not stopped talking of her adventure since she arrived home. That girl's always running off on some fool's errand or other. For all my chiding. Now listen, 'tisn't much, but I'd fain offer you a discount on my wares. Pray, make good use of it.
This way.
This journey will be
welcome and well met. Don't think I forgot. Gotten your discount now. Do come again.
This is for you. What do you think?
This way, if you please.
Oi there, friend. All I ask is that you hear my request. What have you got to lose? My thanks, sir. As to the matter at hand, I've been holding off service on account of all the monsters on the road. But now I feel prepared to start making. Only trouble is, there are still monsters about, and I can't help but worry. That's where you come in. See, I've got a letter here from Lady Margit, the Watchhead's wife, to be delivered to one Sir Leonard in Melve. I'd like you to accompany the cart in my stead and see to it that the letter reaches its recipient. What say you, friend? Splendid! Now, the carts only depart at certain hours of the day, but I find that time... And mind you don't forget to pay your way before you board. That's standard practice. And I would advise against trying. Each cart travels with an escort of trained soldiers, see? In case it encounters any more. So anyone thinking of riding for free will have to take the issue up. But enough of my lecturing. Just make sure that letter gets to Sir Leonard. Then come... Oh, and I'll pay your fare this time. Seeing as you're doing me a favour, come find me when you've delivered that letter. I'll be waiting to hear from you.
Let us see this delivered swiftly and intact.
We've a long journey ahead of us. We ought to employ an ox cart and save our strength.
Is as you say.
This ox cart's bound for Melve. I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due.
Still a while to go. Calls and I shan't resist.
Tired?
Always another
I
errand
don't
to
expect
see
to
to.
fare so well every day.
At last we've arrived. Delivery in hand.
We ought to make the delivery now, lest it should end up lost or misplaced.
Indeed, you are correct. Here we are.
Hail, if you've a moment to spare, I'd like a word. As you can see, we're rebuilding. A task that can always benefit from another pet. What say you? Would you be willing to help? Excellent. You're a good sort. Here's what I need from you. A bask of saurians has made their nest outside the village. Though they're yet to cause any harm, their proximity makes the villagers uneasy. I'd like to enlist your aid in I've prepared some explosive casks and left them by the village entrance. Use them to send the saurian.
A saurian nest so near the village is worrying indeed. Let us see the explosive casks there as quickly as we may.
Indeed, you are correct.
I've had calls and I shan't resist.
Aye, what can I do for you? Ah, a letter from Lady Margit, you say? It is a fair way you've come, then. My thanks. She's a kindly sort, I must say. We met when I worked with her husband, Sir Gregor, on one occasion. Now she's taken to inquiring...
We'd best report back.
The letter has reached its recipient. Shall we inform Sir Donovan, Master? If you wish to meet with this person, I would gladly lead the way.
The guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way. I say it. We trounced our foe, well and true.
Overconfidence is an enemy in and of itself. Let us instead strive to better ourselves with every battle.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
No harm in picking a few.
That Lady Margaret's a kindly sort. Well, that appears to have sent some of the beasts reeling. To finish the job, I'd have you drop a jar of poison into them. With any luck, the Saurians will realize that they chose a perilous spot and steer... But pray, take care not to drop it in the river. The villagers use that water on... You must make sure your aim is true. Are we clear? Good. You'll find the jars of poison just outside the village. Toss one into the Saurian's nest, and your task is...
Now we're to throw a jar of poison. Be sure to handle it with care, Master.
I'll gather these now. It would be a shame to forget their location when we need them most. Expertly thrown, Master. I'd wager those Saurians will think twice about nesting here again.
'Twas a pleasure to recount such good tidings.
You've done as I asked, I see. Many thanks for your efforts. And I must say, you've a fine arm. I couldn't have done better myself. Watching you got me thinking. Mayhap you've the sense to... or perhaps 'tis a little early. In any event, thanks to the work you've done for us today, the rebuilding efforts ought to proceed apace. And for that...
'Tis done.
Weapons are simple enough to procure if we return, but we might be lucky enough to find some in treasure chests.
I knew it to be so.
In another world, I learned that a forgotten rift stone lies nearby. Shall I escort you there, Master?
Allow me to lead the way. I can take you to our destination by the optimum route.
Come, I'll lead the way. Follow along at your own pace.
You want me to slide down? Mind, if I do, I shan't be climbing up again. This slope's too steep for that.
We have arrived.
I could do this all day. Down you come, Master. I'm waiting for you.
Prepare to engage. I did my best to match your skill, Master. This is generally used as a material.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations.
That's quite the drop.
Take care not to fall.
No room for carelessness.
I merely did as duty demands.
I like that.
We are none of us alike in vocation.
One should think we'll be able to counter whatever comes our way. An impressive view. We can infer much of the lay of the land from here.
I'd gladly cast aside my weapon and laze about here, if the Arisen would permit it.
True enough.
I shall do as you say.
Visions of roast meat will dance in my head tonight, for all I've stuffed myself.
Good sleep is the key to a good adventure. Weapons are simple enough to procure if we've the coin, but we might be lucky enough to find some in treasure chests.
That's just what I was thinking. It's dark as pitch, Master. Pray, light your lantern before I trip. Apologies, Master, but I can't guide you there from our current location. This way, if you please. Good. We're here.
Well met. Have you any weapons for me? Good of you to go to the trouble. Many thanks. We'll gladly make... I've you to thank for that new... The lad's well eager, he is. He fears naught, and he follows my commands with nary a word of complaint. Soldiers like him boost the morale of all around them. His presence bodes well, and I've you to thank for it. There's just one problem. Seeing a lad so spirited, so foolhardy, makes me recall a time when I was... Sets my blood to boiling, you see. makes me yearn for a bout with a skilled combatant. Need I explain further? I test my steel against yours, friend. What say you? Care to spar with me a bit? Glad to hear it. Follow. Think of it like a game. Whoever steps out first, loses. Simple enough, eh? Seeing as you're no warrior, you do well to strike when I'm off. Let's begin. Seems I expected. I dare say I needed that. You've my thanks. I've ne'er met anyone like you. You've done more for me this past while than anyone I've known. A commendable sort you are. Would that I had some way to repay you for all the good you've done.
Sir Baron, you must come, and quickly. A goblin pack has descended over by the rope bridge. We're in need—
My thanks for the report. Our goblins can be dastardly. We'll have need of capable fighters. The more, the better. I'd fain have you—
Quick! Are here! Watch my back!
I'll not sleep. Time to be heading home.
Let's see. Where to next?
Son, I'm nodding off where I stand.
Well,
I know precisely when a curative is needed, Master. You'll never fall in battle so long as I'm around.
I'm grateful to have served you for so long, Arisen. I shall hold these memories close for all time.
Let us work together to honor the Arisen's trust.
Freshly rested as we are, this battle ought to be in our favor.
We must not let down our guard. The foremost priority is to douse those flames.
Randall! What happened? Speak to me, lad!
Sir, we managed to fell the goblins, but then a Cyclops charged us out of nowhere. Wounded and enraged, we stuck the beast with arrows till one of them pierced its eye. It fled, but I've no doubt—
Never mind that, lad. You survived, and that's what counts. Let's get you back to the— Twould seem my days of peace are at an end. Do you recall the soldier we met on the road? He was rather badly injured, and they'll want me to take responsibility for that. I just know it. Shan't be long before I'm forced to resign from my post. I doubt such a thing would be asked of any human instructor. But I'm bestian, aren't I? There's no fighting it. But I'll be damned if I let the troops suffer on my account. In the time that remains to me, I'll get them trained up as best I...
Fiends were felled, yet Sir Baron will be made to suffer all the same. 'Tis a hard life for beastrons and vermin.
How are we to rectify this? I know not where to begin.
Pray, follow me.
I could look upon this sky for all eternity, if 'twasn't for the crick in my neck.
Keep gazing upward, and you're like to stumble ere long.
Master, I discovered a treasure chest hereabouts during my last journey beyond the rift. Shall I guide you to it? Allow me to lead the way. I should like to put my knowledge to use.
Guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
Stupid home!
Well done. Over here, if you would. We're here, and none the worse for wear. Tis a glad thing we rested when we did.
Try not to get hit. Crystal let a thing go to waste.
Over here, if you please.
Here you are, Master. I hope you like it. I found it myself.
I see a ladder yonder, but we can't reach it from here. We'll have to get up there and drop it down.
The letter has reached its recipient. Shall we inform Sir Donovan, Master? If you would be so kind as to follow me, I shall take you to the one you seek.
The guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
Do watch where you're going. You'll hurt yourself one of these days.
Oh, don't mind me. These things happen.
Battle is best of all.
These beams are only truly defeated when their skulls are smashed beyond repair.
Over so soon? Why, we seem to have come through unscathed.
Overconfidence is an enemy in and of itself. Let us instead strive to better ourselves with every battle.
Might we consider boarding an ox cart? I don't know about you, but my legs are stiff as... balls.
A most agreeable suggestion. Of course, the Arisen shall have the final say in the matter. One can never have too many materials. I'll harvest some now.
Where are you going? Winters on all sides.
Tis my duty to hear the people's concern.
What did he say his name was again? Ah,
Have you need of me?
I follow my whim.
In every age, hence, pawns are true to, not to mention, they are skilled. 'Tis clear their
Lots to do, and precious little time.
Here we go again.
We fight. To arms!
By your leave.
The twinkling stars are captivating to behold.
Right you are.
Live to regret this. An unsavory development.
What am I to do? He really ought to have returned by now. Mayhap 'tis time I went looking for him.
Here at the inn, I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough about me. Did you need something?
Do come again.
Enough!
Mayhaps it's time I went looking for him. That place puts my hairs on it. Yet thought to befall him.
Now, what might that be?
We ought to take a closer look.
Together, we are indomitable.
Let us try for the same result with our next attack.
If I might be so bold as to speak my mind, different masters favour different pawns. One whom I served preferred to have beastrons for allies.
Words worth hearing.
The letter has reached its recipient. Shall we inform Sir Donovan, Master? If you wish to meet with this person, I would gladly lead the way.
Well now, isn't this lucky? Someone who knows the way. Lucky us. That's worth taking. At last, a chance to use this. Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
Over here, if you would.
I'll carefully conserve my strength and endeavor to survive every battle by way of sound strategy. Shall we report our results? Why are you doing this, Arisen?
Over here, Master. Did you lose sight of me?
You're staring, Arisen. Has aught yonder caught your eye?
Come, I'll lead the way. The letter has reached its recipient. Shall we inform Sir Donovan, Master? Methinks I know where to find the...
How might I serve you, Arisen? A new day dawns at last.
Take this. 'Tis something I found. I wanted you to have it. Anything for you, Arisen. Off I go.
Over here.
My curative magics are at your disposal. Wait a moment. You called? Forgive me, but you do not appear to be in need of aid.
I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. In battle, I shall follow your lead.
That looks promising. Any ideas as to how we might reach it? The letter has reached its recipient. Shall we inform Sir Donovan, Master? Methinks I know where to find the person you're looking for.
The guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way. Goblins, Master!
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
Dare I say it? We trounced our foe well and true.
Well, I'm sure there's still room for improvement.
Pray, follow me.
Enough! I'm not going to take that from you.
Someone ought to put a stop to this.
How could I have foreseen this?
Would that I now have...
I'd be glad to talk when I'm off duty, sir.
I'd hasten home, were this not my duty.
I've beds to spare if you're looking for lodgings. And if you'd like to change your vocation, come see me any time. Do come again.
Everyone's as tired as I am. This is quite a
All about this place makes me nervous.
Have you a different destination in mind, Master? Very well. The letter has reached its recipient. Shall we inform Sir Donovan, Master? If you wish to meet with this person, I would gladly lead the way.
You have our gratitude. Lead the way.
The best quality soldier can have.
I've got a good feeling about this one.
Over here, if you would.
Smothered up for a moment there.
My sword arm could use some work.
Follow along at your own pace, Master. I shan't leave you behind.
The cavern's depths lie ahead. Onward?
Narrow passages may await us. Be on your guard.
By your leave.
More bats.
Pay them no mind.
The letter has reached its recipient. Shall we inform Sir Donovan, Master? Methinks I know where to find the person you're looking for.
You have our gratitude. Lead the way.
The letter has reached its recipient. Shall we inform Sir Donovan, Master? I believe I can guide you to the person in question.
Be they friend? Clearly not.
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness. The cave. Shall we proceed into the depths?
Proceeding ill-prepared invites an early grave.
By your leave.
That's the spirit!
I merely did as duty demands.
Splendid.
I shall take this opportunity to observe our surroundings. only hope I did not destroy it. Never have too many materials. I'll harvest some now.
There, Master! Dorian!
Ice attacks work wonders against their ilk. Well done. We trounced our foe, well and true.
Overconfidence is an enemy in and of itself. Let us instead strive to better ourselves with every battle. Having more of these to hand ought serve us well in battle.
Let us take care when and how we put them to use.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
No harm in picking a few.
Live to regret it.
All together now! We attack as one!
Strike fast and true, and our quarry shall fall!
No quarrel here.
Poison ought to be cured with all due haste.
Cannot let down our guard.
I am saved. Thank you, Arisen. I shall heal you at once. Wait a minute. In severing the tail, we can negate the threat of poison.
Deprived of their greatest weapon, they shall be easily culled.
Fear not.
As you wish. I shall return directly.
This party is fit for adventure. Our strengths complement each other well.
We ought to have no...
No trouble on the journey ahead.
True enough.